In every bunch, there's a small minority of people that are just plain evil, literally devil-type evil, and there's no reason for this or logical explanations. They are who they are, scumbags of the earth, or cancerous beings that just rot everything they make contact with. And 49-year-old Thomas McCann is that type of sick individual. He is the type of person that would kill his wife for over 20 years plus after a row that involved a defrosted bag of £3 oven chips. This is exactly what this sicko did, and this sicko's behaviour gets much, much worse. So, to give you some background and insight into the type of twisted and demented individual Thomas McCann is, he suffocated his wife in the bathroom of their home in the aftermath of Chipgate, the Saturday morning of May Bank Holiday weekend, Manchester Crown Court heard. Now, even though Thomas and Yvonne were childhood sweethearts, having been together for a total of 32 years, it was disclosed to the courts that she had cheated on Thomas in 2013, which had contributed to not only the jealousy, but the snide comments and anger issues that Thomas McCann suffered. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say cheating doesn't affect or cause affliction, or makes people do crazy things, because we all know it does. Yvonne did effectively ruin 32 years of a relationship in favour of a cheap affair, and to be frank, her behaviour doesn't exactly scream a loving and doting individual or woman. However, it does not warrant death. Marriages break down, and it's unfortunate, but that's life. And Thomas made the decision to work on his marriage in 2013, the year which she cheated on him. He was the one who chose to stay with his wife, despite the fact that after the affair in 2013, the marriage was more or less loveless anyway. But again, Thomas McCann did make the decision to stay with his wife, for better or worse. Now, during the court proceedings, prosecutor Mr. Smith stated that the catalyst for all that pent-up rage was seemingly the used frozen chips that hadn't been put back in the freezer. And then, unfortunately, the results of the argument was clear, and what happened was the defendant attacked Yvonne, strangled her to death in the bathroom, and thereafter he dismembered her body in the bath. Now, once Thomas killed his wife, this is when things became all types of crazy. He then began to form his alibi by using his wife's mobile phone to send messages back and forth to their adult children. In the messages, he actually pretended to be Yvonne and complained to the children that Thomas was being a pleb and an idiot for rowing with her over a bag of frozen chips. And then, in order to further secure his alibi, Thomas McCann then decided to use his own mobile phone to text his wife's phone number and apologise for his part in the argument. How twisted can you get? And at that time the messages were sent, Yvonne McCain's body was already chopped up and dismembered and was sitting in black bin bags already in the hallway. McCann was spotted on CCTV loading bin bags into his car and carrying them towards a park. He was also seen on CCTV throwing 8 bin bags into the skip at nearby Bredberry's recycling centre. 4 days after the murder took place, Yvonne's body, or parts of her body, was found by a man walking his dog at Reddish Vale Country Park, Stockport. Even knowing that he killed his wife, Thomas McCann did attend their children's barbecue alone and gave the excuse that Yvonne was still mad at him and did not want to attend the barbecue. Again, he used her phone to send messages to the children in order to offer substance to his story, or his alibi. But the sicko was ultimately found out when the adult children found their mum's mobile phone and rings in his jacket pocket, after the murderer had one too many drinks at the barbecue. After the police got involved, Thomas McCann did confess to his crimes. In effect, it did come into effect after the police had already found Yvonne's remains, and this was 4 police interviews later. During his interview, he did apologise to his children for his actions. Like that could ever take the pain away though. During his confession, Thomas McCann told the police he had just snapped and lost control and he could not stop. For his crimes, the murderer, who for some twisted reason likened himself to Hannibal Lecter, was sentenced to life in prison with a minimum term of 13 years and 4 months. In a victim impact statement issued by the couple's children, daughter Rachel Lawson says, "We are really struggling with this. We love our mum very much. We also love our dad. All I can say is this crime was twisted and demented. Safe."